7 years. It took me about 7 years to realize that I was the catalyst in that situation. That I was the one who held back. That I was the one giving, 60% and expecting 100. And was upset when I wasn't getting 100. Upset because I was only getting 60%. And was demanding 100 when I myself wasn't giving it. Afraid. And it wasn't until I decided to go ahead and give the 100% that it wasn't anything there for me to get. It was already being given to others. It no longer was mine. And I realized that you have to give 100% if you want 100%. You can't expect a person of anything. I think it's called physics. It's this little strange thing called physics. That reaction, you get what you give in equal parts. If you give 100%, you'll get 100%. If you give 60%, you'll get 60%. And the whole thing, the 100%, is all that you have. And when people say, oh, I give 110%, where do you get that 10% from? We're only 100% of anything. Anything in the mathematical sense can only equal 1, can only equal a whole. You can't equal a whole plus 1. You can't equal a whole and some. You are 100%. 100% is who you are. And when you give 100%, you'll get back 100%. And if you're not getting back 100% and you know that you're giving it your all, if it doesn't work out, you can't get upset because you understand that person walked out on you. It's their luck. You understand, and because you are giving it with unconditional, no conditions, no pre-existing conditions. You were giving it because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to give it out of love. You understand it. You understand that in order to have love, you must give love. In order to have someone give you their heart, you must open yours. And once we admit and once we accept that we have been hurt, and that we are broken, then that's when we can heal. And that's how you get past the pain. You admit it, and then you give. You love. You open. You trust. The only way you can learn to trust somebody is to trust them. The only way that you can believe in someone is to believe in them. The only way you can love someone is to love them. Not love them because they love you or be there for them because they're there for you, but love is an unconditional passage. Love is an unconditional passage. And when we can recognize that, love flows into our lives. It does. And it gives you freedom. And I know you're thinking, Nikeema, it's easier said than done, and I didn't know, and he really broke my heart, or she really broke my heart, and I can't believe, and I can't trust anybody. What if it happens again? What if it happens again? How many times have you gotten pulled over for speeding, but yet you still speed? How many times have you burnt your tongue on hot coffee, yet you still drink hot coffee? The pain goes away, doesn't it? The speeding ticket gets paid, doesn't it? It goes away. And you just have to allow yourself to trust again. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable again. You have to allow your heart to be open again. And when you allow love in, when you open up for love, it's beauty. It's grace. You get that discernment where people who don't have your best interest, you'll get the warning signs ahead of time. You'll get the warning signs. You'll get the missed phone calls. You'll get the non-communication. You'll get all of the red flags. Now you've got your heart and your gut working in cohesion to tell your brain, this isn't for me. This person isn't being genuine with me. And it's not that I don't care for them, and it's not that I don't trust them, but I understand that they're just not as open and honest, and people will tell you if you listen. People will tell you their affections for you. They will tell you if they're going to be there for you. They're going to tell you if they love you, if they're going to mistreat you. All of that. People tell you the truth about themselves. You just have to listen. And when you listen with your heart, you feel with your gut, and you allow your mind to work, you will be able to see things through. You will be able to love again and 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 again. And I'm not saying that you are going to go and you're going to be in a romantic love relationship with multiple people, but you will have the ability to love people, period. The ability to just love. The ability to see somebody in the street and offer them a smile. The ability to see somebody in pain and offer them a kind word. The ability to be in a romantic relationship and love them for 60 years. Love. And we ask ourselves, how do I get past heartbreak? How do I get past heartbreak? How do I love again? You just love. You just love. You just trust. And I know you're like, Nikeema, I can't. I don't know. I don't believe it. It's, the last time I did it. Yep, the last time you did it. You made a mistake. You loved the wrong person. That person wasn't for you. Okay? That's the person you chose. So I make wrong choices. I can't be trusted. I'm never going to do this again. The people I pick, I always pick bad boys. I always pick the wrong women. I. In this process, you have to learn how to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. I got to forgive myself. Oh, forgive. You have to be able to forgive. You have to be able to forgive not just the person that you are in a relationship with, that you are no longer in a relationship with, but the real person that you have to forgive is yourself. Because many of us blame ourselves for picking that person. We allowed that person to misuse us. We knew that person wasn't good for us, but yet we still chose to be with them. It was how did we do this to ourselves? How would I do this to myself? How can I allow this to happen to me? How can I allow this to happen to me? Forgive yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I forgive myself for that relationship. I made a mistake. From this mistake, I have learned to listen